This is going to be the complete Gringo guide to using your cell phone in Costa Rica, or the cell phone in Costa Rica for Dummies guide. You can pretty much bring any cell phone down here and use it locally. Any of your Samsung Galaxy series are going to work down here just fine. Anything that takes a GSM chip will and should work just fine. All of your AT&T phones are going to be great. Anything that's a straight GSM phone, AT&T, T-Mobile, they're completely unlocked and they will work right out of the box without any issues at all. Sprint phones, they're pretty well locked down. I wouldn't recommend a Sprint phone, but Verizon phones, they will work, but they're going to be in HSPA mode. That's going to be the maximum speed, whereas any GSM phone is going to actually be in 4G. You're going to have full 4G speed up to 4 megabits and even up. They actually go up to 10 megabits here in Costa Rica for 4G speed. So if you have an AT&T phone, you're golden. If you have a Verizon phone, you might want to look into rooting it and throwing a different ROM on there to throw a different modem that has all of the frequencies unlocked, so that you're not locked onto Verizon's version of LTE. Verizon uses a slightly different frequency for 4G LTE than the AT&T, T-Mobile, the true GSM phones. With that being said, Verizon's are completely SIM unlocked, so you can throw a different SIM in any newer Verizon phone, and it should work right out of the box, but you're going to be limited to HSPA mode. Okay, so as soon as you get down here, the first thing you want to do is look for the Colby wireless frog symbol. They have them at the airport. They have them pretty much every grocery store sells the Colby wireless recharge cards. The thing you need to find is an actual SIM card, though. Those are a little bit more rare. You can get them right at the airport. Right outside the terminal, there's a Colby wireless dealer. They will sell you the SIM chip. They will put it right in your phone. They will do everything for you. Otherwise, you can do it in Monteverde at the Colby Ice dealer. All kinds of places down in San Jose will do it. But you need to go in and ask for una SIM chip para Colby wireless. They might try to pull out one of these. They'll pull out these and they'll try to sell you a recharge card, which you do need also. But what you actually need first is the actual SIM chip. And if you're going through like a little corner shop down in San Jose or something, these chips are bigger than the micro SIMs that fit in modern phones, and they are going to need to be cut. Okay, this is a full-size SIM chip versus the micro SIMs that most modern phones take. So if you do it at the airport, they'll cut it right there for you. If you go to another shop, ask them if they can cut it for you. Otherwise, you can take a pair of scissors and cut it yourself. Just kind of line up the tabs on your original SIM chip with the SIM chip and kind of cut it to match so that the little micro SIM ends up in the same place. I'll try to put another video up showing how to do that. Check down in the description below for a video on that. So step number one, get yourself a SIM card. Okay, you're going to take the SIM card out of your phone, keep it in a good place like your wallet or your passport pouch. Take that SIM and make sure you don't lose that, because that's the SIM that ties to your original cellular phone account. You're going to want to keep that in a safe place. Okay, you're going to put the Colby wireless SIM chip in your phone, and then you're going to decide how much data you want. Okay, if you just want a phone to make and receive phone calls, the SIM chip itself comes with I think 100 megabytes of data, maybe like 5 minutes of phone call time. I mean, the SIM chip itself will be good enough for maybe a day of emergency calls. But what you're going to do is go down and get yourself 1,000 colones recharge card. Alright, this will cost you $2. 1,000 colones is basically like $2 US. So that's like a $2 card there. And with that, you can get 4 days of 150 megabytes of data at the 4G speed or the HSPA speed. Or if you're a techie and you like your full data, what you want to do is go down and buy 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4,000 colones or 4,000 colones. basically the target you're shooting there for is 3,500 colones, okay? With 3,500 colones, you can actually get 30 days of 4 megabits per second high-speed LTE connection, okay? 30 days. It'll last 30 days. 4 cards. That's about $8 there plus $2 there. That's $10 for 30 days of high-speed internet on your phone, pretty much. That's what I would recommend doing. Even if you're on a Verizon phone with HSPA, you're going to be set for 30 days. Okay, if you don't use that much data, just go get 1 card. Okay, and that'll set you up for 4 days. That'll actually give you 150 megabytes per day. It's done per day at 1 megabits per second. Whereas if you do the 3,500 colones, that'll give you 4 megabits per second and 3 gigabytes for 30 days. Okay. So there's 2 options there. If you don't want to browse the internet, if you don't want to look up shit on TripAdvisor, if you don't want to do a lot of web browsing and you just want phone calls, all you need is the $2 Colby Wireless card and one of these, and you're actually good to go. Because they actually give you a bonus right now. If you sign up right now, you get yourself a SIM card and get one of these within the first 3 days. They'll actually give you, I think, 1,500 colones. And 150 megabytes and some text messages for free for the first 3 days. So if you're only coming for a short trip, you can get by with those 2 just fine. All right, let's go over both plans real quick. This is my phone right here. I'm going to set it up for the full LTE for 30-day service. Okay. To set up a plan, all you're going to do is text 8888. And it all depends on which code you send is what plan you're going to set up, okay? So right there, we got 8888. If you want only the 150 megabytes of service for 1 day, that's 250 colones. So that's basically 1/4 of one of these cards, all right? You're going to text Navega, Nabega, to 8888. If you want 30 days of 4 megabits per second up to 3 gigabytes, which is actually a little bit better than you're going to get on Straight Talk and Verizon and a lot of the prepaid and postpaid plans in America, you're going to text LTE3 to 8888. All right. So on this phone, that's what we're going to do. LTE3 to 8888. All right. Let's show you how to actually set up one of these cards. Because if you don't know a whole lot of Spanish, you might get lost here. So let's go to the phone. And keep in mind, as soon as you put the SIM card in your phone, you're going to get a new phone number. You are going to need your passport. Your Colby SIM is attached to your passport, and you're going to get a new phone number. That's my phone number. It's not going to work after this video is out because I'm going to be out of Costa Rica, but you're going to end up with a new local phone number, and you're going to have to give everyone that temporary phone number for all your phone calls. Okay, so that's my new number. All right, so if you ever want to check your balance, all you're going to do is dial 1150.
Bienvenido a Colby Prepago. Para recargar tu
If you want to check your balance, it's 2.
El saldo de su cuenta es 452 colones con 77 céntimos.
So 402 colones. If you let that message play all the way through, it will actually send you a text message as well, telling you what your balance is. Okay, if you want to load one of these cards, it does tell you on the back. It is in Spanish, so let me show you what you do there. You're going to dial 1150,
Bienvenido a Colby Prepago. Para
Input one.
recargar. Digite 1 para español. For English, dial 2.
Press 2 for English.
Dial your PIN and the pound key.
This is the PIN number.
Dial your password and pound key.
Clave is the password.
Dial 1 to recharge your number.
Dial
Or
1.
dial the number. The available sum for recharge is 1,000 colones. In order to confirm your reload,
Press 0 and pound.
Hello. Your recharge was successfully completed. October the 21st.
Alright, so now this phone is set up for 1 month of 4G LTE. This phone, we only need a little bit of data, so we're only going to set up 150 megabytes of data. So to set that up, all we're going to do is go to messaging, new message. $888. All right. So for this one, Navega, 150 megabytes for 250 colones. Navega. Send. All right, we're gonna get a text message back from 1150. All right. Buenas noticias, Colby. Ahora tienes 150 megabytes internet. All right. Come over to this phone. Check our messages. Buenos, 3,072 megabytes to internet mobile. All right. So I can basically choose for 4 days of 150 megabytes, or for $10 you can get a whole month of 3,072 megabytes. So 3 gigabytes of data. Okay. So it's your choice. If you don't use a whole lot of data, you can get by with only $4 SIM chip and 1 card, or you can get by with 4 cards and 1 SIM chip for $10, and you're good to go. So I'll post links in the description below to this file that shows you what to type in and what plans you can get. But those are the 2 plans I would recommend. And be sure to check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to have fun in Costa Rica. Pura vida.
그런 데서 수입해다가 패키징 해가지고 하면 한국 사람들하고 사람이 영철이라는 사람이 그 온천에 가서 물방 차고 왔잖아. 물을 올라가는 이유가 내가 봤을 때 이게 항상